Thank you, Emma Blob. No, you're right. Exclamation mark idiot. I deserve it. Emma Blob is very right. You Nemi. Ooh. Ooh, this gets goods as well. Then we could start adding in food and goods to all of this. So yes. Wing. Double track. Double track. Then how are we going to do this? We're going to do this via... there. Okay. Cow and sugar processing. Now we just need cow and or sugar pickup. As well as cotton. There. So, cotton to there. That is your job. And now how are we going to do the cows? I think we just live with having a medium one further along the track. Right, if we make that a medium, then it works. Once we have slightly more cash. Yes. I want a second one of you, because I think we're going to need 2. And I wanted to set up that. Sanding water. Might as well have a roundhouse. Now. Cattle, cattle, here. Once a year. A little efficiency Vulcan can try and do the sugar. As long as he knows that he's low priority. Okay, and then when that starts saving up a reasonable amount of food, we can start delivering food in every direction. It's all looking good. Woo. Oh, what happened to short selling my stock, Mr. Man? You were short selling my stock earlier. Now this should also connect to something. It's got enough passengers. And it doesn't overlap with this that they'd eat into each other. We could have it turn a corner and come down to Jiao. That might be livable. It's a little bit silly to go back and forth here for the up and down, but it'll still make money. Sanding, water, post office, saloon, restaurant. Express end-to-end, thank you. Go. No more milk. If I add in you... then I can also provide... like, we can provide goods to here as well. That is your loop. This place is going to be busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. And now it has enough food to start delivering everywhere else. So, food here, food there. Food here, food there, food there. We're going to want 2 of these. Start you here, start the other one at the start of the loop. Done. Profit is actually slightly down, disturbingly. Can we get Fuel Man? We still can't get Fuel Man. Where is he? Give me Fuel Man. My kingdom. Well, my republic for a Fuel Man. Anyway, we got $15 million. We should expand more. And I'm okay with going up to like 200k, maybe. That's getting a bit... Well... Yeah, we'll go 200. A bit exorbitant, but we'll live. Where else can we connect? We can connect arses to Abutataku. Arses. Look. ASSIS. Arses. Look, you go ask Orlov or Belkat. I don't name their cities. No, that's not a very Innocentia name, is it? Arses. I think maybe we connect here to there. We're going to need one zigzag. At which point we might as well try and find out what gathers the most people. That seems almost best. It's going to be a bit of a hilly start, unfortunately. And it's going to want something in the middle. It was founded in 1932. It doesn't exist for 40 years. We will double track this, because I am generous. 23,000. Actually, that might even be better overall. So you know what? We'll delete that old line. And then this can be both the middle point for extra sanding and water between them, and it can be a way of delivering food. So cow here, food that side, cow here, food that side, which we immediately start working on. Okay, express end to end. Done. We've got enough for another expansion. So... And has a population of less than 8k. I mean, in fairness, I'm doing both Innocentius and Morangas. Maybe I connect you to here? No. But we should start doing these ones as well. So you, 1, 2, 3.5. 2. I kind of like going 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe all the way down to Baruru. This one could be to that one. Or actually, no, we do you to here, and him to here. You're unsure if Morangas is even a real town? It almost sounds like an Australian country town name. I'd believe that. Out there next to Keyrang. We could have Morangas and Keyrang. On Google Maps, it's 3 scattered houses. I'm sorry, coffee plantation. You're in the way. Die. Now, do I blow up the bakery? Do we go around the bakery? There is a lot of sugar here, and I don't see any other thing for processing the... Like, if there was cows here as well, then maybe. But that bakery looks like the only way of giving this network food. But I am happy to blow up that gravel yard. And do that. Okay. Warehouse, hotel, standing water, post office, saloon, restaurant. Rip money. We need to wait for a bit more money. There we go. Okay, and then you, we're going to connect to this one. Can't afford the hotel at the moment. Fair enough. Grab those 4 bits of mail and get going. There's no way that they don't run out of resources on the way. All stations, and then turn you back to just that one. That's enough for the hotel. Woo, then we can make this one. Good. Then we need that one. But we're too poor. We might want those goods one day. Roundhouse, sanding water. And for the moment, post office. Post office. I need one more. And there are 6. I'm surprised that didn't make more money. Take us back into the positive. Sure, you can have a second one. Wait for it to finish loading. Woo. That should allow us to deck out you. And this one. So now I can add you to Lynn's. Go. And then a little bit more money, and we can have Marilla Adamantina. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Has to go there. Post office. Last Express, which was Adamantina Marilla. Go. And finish giving you all the secondary things. Let me check these. Has everything. Has everything. Has everything. No. Has everything, including an excess warehouse. Has everything. Has everything. Has everything. Good. Bonus goods. Now it was going to be you deliver food to everyone else. Little efficiency Vulcan. Doing coffee to there. Why not? And I want to grab these two. Or actually, these three. There we go. Maybe a loop back. Definitely sanding water. Roundhouse and grain silo. Okay, and then we're going to have 2 delivering sugar. Sugar to here. Go. Dare I say we could even have that one. Playing double duty. And then once those come in, we can start distributing the food in every direction. How is his net worth almost as good as mine? Buyback stock. Phew. Our purchasing power was briefly negative. A new locomotive has been introduced in the European and North American markets. The Bobo 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 Bobo. The innovation is that it's an electric locomotive. However, you will only be entitled to purchase the locomotive if you increase your international negotiations. This comes at a price. Almost $1 million. Absolutely not. I am not spending $1 million to get the monstrosity that is the Bobo 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 Bobo. The sole redeeming feature of which is that it's kind of okay at grades. So if you've got a very short distance with a high grade, and you don't have access to this, it can do a decent job. Would I rather have the Bulrehi from the Washington scenario? The Mogul. We would like this. This is what we'd like. A true express train. It makes me sad that we just built all of these as consolidations. Now, what are the other victory conditions? Personal worth of 35 mil. And company worth of 200 mil. We're about a quarter of the way there. And almost there for personal worth. Right? Yeah. So I don't need to leverage myself any further. I've only got 45 years left, I know. It's so little time. No. This guy is more important than the food. Okay, there's goods to deliver. Let's start adding in those. So it's goods to here, goods to here, goods to here, goods to here, and goods to there. We'll start this one midway through its cycle, and we'll start a second one at the start of its cycle. And then this is busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. So are you. Good. No. Stupid fake holes. Good. Close enough. Next what? I mean, how much money do we make in a year? I might not need to do anything else. Everyone else is buying up more of our shares, though. Boo! Boo hiss. The St. Jose Dio Rio Preto Cannonball. Literally too long to fit with the default name. What is it? TBW Express? Go. At least wait for half, please. Same with you. Speed up. He has made money across his lifetime. One sec, sorry. Cough, 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 cough. Okay, how much do we make in a year? 10 mil? So yeah, we could kind of just speed 5 now. Although our Mr. here has actually exceeded our wealth again. Not really acceptable. But I don't want to leverage myself anymore. So I guess I just have to find more growth. A ridiculously short line, but it will earn station revenue. Go. Doesn't need maintenance stuff, it's such a short line. And it can have the mogul. Go. Where else can we expand? We've got $18 million. We should spend it here. It needs a turn. Yeah, seems the most reasonable. Maybe we can get away with just one turn. Doesn't look like it. Or maybe. Yeah, actually, we can get away with one turn. Fantastic. Looks good. Where else? I haven't connected Tupa. President Prudent, who won the election on his name alone. It's the prudent choice, after all. I always liked the idea of starting a political party called the Sensible Party, so that you could say the sensible position is... Okay. Grab a mogul. Connect our 2 new ones. He's currently the president at the moment. Did he name the town after him while he was alive? Surely not. Surely that's a step too far. 15 years after his death. That's a bit more reasonable. We'll connect Arceus to Botaku. I kind of want to connect it to Avere. I'm not cut out to be a politician. Politician names new town after himself. Critics everywhere surprised he didn't also erect a giant gold statue of himself. Actually, that's too hilly. How do I get this to be here? That might be acceptable. Yes, I can get that to work. Will that reach asses? It does not reach enough of asses. So like there. Roundhouse Hotel, everything, 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 everything. Everything, 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 everything. A nice shiny new mogul. Go. The train station is in the middle. That's only because of the hill. It only looks that way because of the hill. If we go to the other views, it's fine. Got $13 more million to spend. We're not connecting Rio Claro. We could connect it to Itapedaninga fairly reasonably. And admittedly, there's a bit of an incline there. That looks good. One of everything. This end can actually process grain into food. That would work. But so would that. The trouble is it's uphill. So my want to do it with a little efficiency Vulcan is not really realistic. And that means we're going to need to double this track. So one for the mogul. Start at that end. And then food to here, to there. That is your life. Okay, we've still got $10 million to spend. We could connect Lepe. And I'm currently wasn't using this as a passenger thing, so Lepe to here makes kind of sense. Yeah, that makes quite reasonable sense. Especially because it can be a single continuous flat bit of track. Relatively flat. There is some grade. Banting, water, post office, saloon, restaurant. There's bits that are flat. Look, 0, 0. There's a lot of 2s and some 4s. But that's downhill. And the other ones will be going quick by that time. No, I think this is fine. I don't think it's a worrying amount of grade. Mogul between here and Lepe. Same at both ends. Turn it back to normal. These currently don't have food as part of their setup. Do you think that's the best place to connect it? I'm willing to listen. Double all of this track. Put a extra sanding and water here, because the ground is so very flat. But now all of this extra sugar that was going unused can become sugar here, Lepe. Sugar here, Irati. And sugar here, Kotiba. Done. You are now probably busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. Looks good. And the only other thing would be providing food to here, because currently everything else is producing the food. No, you are. We could do either here to here, or we could do here to here. I think that one is the more sensible. So we'll add a Toledo to there. That should now be using all of that sugar. We've still got $8 million to spend. Ponta Grossa could connect to over here. Right. Oh, 6s are a bit yuck. Now, at that stage, even I have to admit that isn't going to be the most fun. Even if it is coming off a long flat. I still like it, though. I like it enough. We're going to live with it. You. You. Do you eat coal? Yes. Does the other end eat coal? No. And this has 1, 2, 3.5 pairs of people, whereas you have 5 pairs of people. So you know what? You can actually also connect to Orenhos. Sure. God damn it. Waste of 200k. There. Yes. Everything except a roundhouse and sanding. So hotel, post office, saloon, restaurant. This one has everything. And then maybe one thing in the middle. You don't want coal either, right? No. There. Sanding water. Okay, and then 2 moguls. One that does there. Except that this also accepts grain. There's something like that. What does it turn the grain into? It turns it into food. And then... yes, half the food can come back to here. But on your side, it's only passengers. Done. That should achieve balance in the future. I don't mind making a little efficiency Vulcan. To give that the coal that it somewhat likes. Good. We've still got $4 million. What do you do? Goods into iron. And passengers. And mail. So actually this is like 2 sets of houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 sets of houses is huge. Where would I even connect that many people? Apia needs something. But that's too hilly. If anything, we should do Apia, Ita, Piva. No, 4 is too much. Those 3s are a bit more livable. Can we go the other side? Yeah, that's not the greatest, but not the worst. Give them as much run-up as we can. They're going to have to handle an unpleasant grade. Maybe at least let them have a bit of run-up. Start that end. We can maybe afford to do one more before we run out of money. Here to here. The station revenue. No, my net crashed, Java. If you left earlier, I had an internet crash. Recovered after about 2 minutes. Something. Go smack the modem. Turn it off and on again. Yeah, it is. It is annoying. Okay. That works. And then I want to add this as well. Can't get it inside a single medium. But it does fit inside a single large. Might as well optimize for distance pricing. Okay, then we want what? One efficiency Vulcan. That goes iron to there. Once a year. And then one efficiency Vulcan that does the same thing but with goods. Iron to there. Double this track. So they don't run over each other as much. And at the station. And then an end-to-end express. Good enough. And then the last question is, do we want little efficiency Vulcans for these things? Probably yes. This thing will make good money. And it doesn't take that much effort to add in. Ooh, okay, it takes slightly more effort than I thought. Yeah. There. I mean, one big station makes that a lot easier. And yet we'll go with 2 little ones. Still, we need to let a bit more money come in. Thank you. There is no way you should run out of sand and water between there and there again. And that looks terrible, but it's downhill. And I think this one needs to be a real train because it's got to go up a hill a little bit. And that means this little bit of track should be doubled. And I'm wrong, because it's not actually going to there, it's going to there. There. Okay, fixed. Then we're going to want to buy this. And I agree, we should maybe consider buying more of our own shares. Because profits are going to pulse. On the other hand, I'm already super leveraged, and if our share price plummeted because of a market crash, I would be personally screwed. Yeah, that seems to have handled its hill fairly well. This one's having a little bit of trouble. You, friend, need to be low priority. So does that guy. And so does this guy. In fact, it's looking like we might need 2 of those. Which is shocking. But maybe it does also double time helping that top one. Yeah, let's assume that that's so. So here, then here. There. You do double time helping each of that one and this one a little bit to make sure they both get their duties met. This made mad money. That doesn't really want any more coal. Yeah, here we go. Economic collapse slight. I'm still good for purchasing power, though. We should have a look if half-price Fuel Man is available. No. At least none of the opponents have it. Or I can just speed up. Z2 Trilhos captured. Like these would now be super profitable. The bubonic plague is in Santos. Ugh. And it's looking like we need a second one of this guy. That's annoying. I'll delete that when I'm allowed. If we need a second one of you, then we will have a second one of you. You know what? Maybe we just need 2 of that one. And now that he's ahead of his curve, he might stay there. That kind of means we want to double that track. And this track. Where was the milk processor? Here. And there is milk nearby, but it's not super nearby. Okay. Buy back stock if it's cheap. It's still cheap. It's still relatively cheap. Let the price collapse some. These sugar things should be doing fairly well. And then so should this bakery, which someone's already bought. Fair enough. New Year, is half-price Fuel Man available? Still no. Pays for itself every 4 years. The others are doing okay. The share price is depressed again. Let's buy more. We now own... Yeah, we own about half the company. The Vulcan is no longer purchasable. Cry, frown, sad. Wait till the end of the year. Buy some more shares back. Wait for the mid of the year. Also, it's a new year. We should see if half-price Fuel Man is available. Still no. Wait for the middle of the year. Buy back some more stock. There is almost no publicly available stock now. We own 2/3 of the company. We own, let's say, 80% of the company, near enough. Little efficiency Vulcan. You're going to have to be replaced by consolidation because there are no more of you. No more Vulcans on the market. The annexation of Acre. Through a treaty of delimitation of borders with Bolivia, Acre is now Brazilian territory. Have another look for half price Fuel Man. Still no. Santos Dumont rise to the air with the 14 Bisson conquests of the word. The sibling right object, but the lack of testimonies invalidate their allegations. I think this is meant to be implying they made an airplane? Before the Wright brothers? There's got to be a better person, I'm sorry. Even if I have to dig for a bit. No, it really looks like we're being offered the same 6 people. Okay, they might have limited which advisors are available to ones that are Brazilian. We're waiting for a total amount of money owned, Racon. Nominally, we're meant to have 200 million of company worth. We've reached the other 2 goals. But the company is making less and less every year now. 114. We're making maybe 4 million a year, which would mean we need 20 years. So we may not actually reach that goal. But neither do I really want to be bothered linking up even more little cities in here. Like, it's clear that I've won. I have the most money. Our company is the biggest. This now needs to go away because Coal is no longer a thing. Ooh. Ooh, you need more sanding. Okay, then you may have extra sand here. Right, we made 5 million that year, let's say. I'm personally avoided collapse. The exceptionally flat track. Look, it's moving back and forth at nice high speed there. Dun 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 dun. The Titanic sinks. The prairie exists. It's kind of a replacement for the Vulcan. Kind of. $7 million in profit. So what's the actual end date gonna be? Two more years. 8. 2 more years? Oh no, we've still got much more time than I thought. Oh yeah, we got tons of time. Absolutely just speed 5. For some reason I thought we only had like another 6 or 7 years left. Hell, we might even start making more money on interest than, General French destroys German army. More than 1 million drops in the longest battle of the war until then. Like, we might actually make more money on interest in a year now than in our other things. Actually, no. Passengers still outweigh interest by like 5 to 1. But we are beginning to make absurd amounts of interest, even on our 1% interest rate lending. When we have money in the bank, we only get 1% interest. We only earn 1% interest on our spare money. I have to choose between these two. I guess I choose that one. The President Prudet flyer? Sure. Looks like you could be upgraded as well. Replace with a nice little Pacific for you. Ford installs factory in Brazil. 180. Like 3 more years. 1. Yup. End of this year, we should have it. Who would say the gold is yours, and they have been saying that you are... It orders reign of the whole area. I assume this is idiomatic in Brazilian, and I just don't understand it. They are saying that you are... It orders reign of the whole area. Okay. What next? We've done the state of Sao Paulo. Well, hello and welcome to the Blubber Plays yet another custom map in Railroad Tycoon. What have we got? It's you? It orders rain? I don't understand, Lord Seru, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at Afghanistan. Sparsely populated and murderous terrain. Could railroads have turned it into a modern country? You have 25 years to try. Connect Kabul and Herat and haul 8 loads. For silver, have 100 loads of goods and company value of 15 mil. For gold, do all of these and a company value of 25 mil and personal worth of 35 mil. The map covers the area from latitude 2930 to 38, longitude 60 to 70. This is version 0. Victory conditions and events will work, but it's still quite ugly. The economy hasn't been fine-tuned. The economic state and track building costs have been adjusted to make this more difficult than a standard map. The industrial layout is not all that historical. As a purely historical map, it would be unplayable. New company. Don't think I know any viewers that are from sort of Afghanistan. The closest would be Noodlski. Sure, we'll have the star one. Afghanistan is not an industrialized country. It will be more expensive for you to lay track. If you carry 10 loads of steel, your steel industry will be developed enough to reduce track laying costs. Cement is also vital to your nation. If you carry 6 loads of cement, your track laying costs will be... in mountains will be reduced. Okay, is everything inside the same country? Pakistan, Afghanistan... No! Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Iran. The others are fairly reasonable, but Pakistan hates our guts. Oh, the view starts in the wrong way. Okay, there we go. No? Where's the correct view, please? This view. Okay, next. Where is there reasonable population? And are we allowed to move troops? I can't tell until I have stations, which is frustrating. But there's nowhere that I'd want to move troops between except maybe here to there. So it isn't too bad if they aren't an available movement good. Next we look at population. 2.5. 1, 2, 3. This has at least got 4. So this is reasonable. 2. Barely a city. 2. Barely a city. 2. Yeah, troops are a thing that you can move around the map. They're a transportable good. Barracks produce troops and they want to move to other barracks. And the troops also need alcohol and food. 2.5. Yeah, it's also in vanilla, Java. At least the expansion. The expansion pack of the game. The 2nd century. In the base game, there's no troops, like in the very base original non-expansion game. But the official expansion content does have troops. 1, 2. 2. God. Also, how am I meant to make my steel industry? I was told to make a steel industry. Where can it exist? The only place with a steel mill is Kabul. It can be done. There's iron here, there's coal here. We could totally get this. And we could deliver it up to this cannery, just so that we've got somewhere to deliver it. Although this looks really painful for building in the bits that aren't lumpy. Like, powerfully painful. This is obviously a nice population center. Two and a half. That's not good enough. So is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it at all plausible to connect that to here? No. This mountain range is... well, maybe. It might be possible to go here, along here, in, out, down, and across. So a bit of a in-mountain switchback. Punch some tunnels. Sadly, the failing of this game is that it doesn't have tunnels. No tunnels. 2.5. Only bridges. Well, it could be 3. 2.5. No. Actually, here to over here looks good. Can we reach that with the starting money? I doubt it. The choo-choos are alright. Ooh, yes. Half-price fuel man from the exact start of the game. Fantastic. It looks too distant. Right, what I want to do, my instinct is saying connect this to here, but I don't think the rail cost between them is going to be acceptable. Nah. Even with loans, that is. It might just barely be possible with loans. Nine 900. This is Afghanistan Hailstorm, a custom map. 150. No. Even with loans, I can't reach that with the starting money unless they let me have 2 loans. No, we're only allowed 1 loan. So that's a no. Then the much more reasonably distanced Kalot Kandahar is probably the go. Goodbye, our money. We'll miss you. And what trains do we have access to? We do have moguls. And there are still Vulcans. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now we're allowed to see, where's this thing? If troops are allowed. We'll just do a mogul. Troops are allowed on this map. This is the first time we've had one of these custom maps that actually allow you to use the troops. So we could connect to here as well. I don't think I need this to be double-tracked to start with, so we'll go back to test. Now that we know, A, what trains are available, and B, that troops are movable, we'll go back to our test and make largely the same thing. But single track. Is there the ability to produce coal nearby? Not nearby, so I don't think we care about that power station. What about diesel? And oil. There is oil nearby. No, I don't think it's worth including that. I'd rather enhance the distance pricing by putting it as far away as possible. So there. We grab one mogul. Saloon. Saloon. Water sanding. And then we're poor. Go. Next question. Do we have to build adjacent to... So you have to build adjacent to existing track map. Blah! That makes life a bit more painful. I forgot to turn off the dividend because I'm an idiot. And the corner is turned. Lahore and Kasur. Oh. Look at all the high population that they get access to. Look at it. Boo! The Kalat Cannonball, sure. Pause. We can just barely afford the large hotel. Go. Half price fuel man, absolutely. Speed up. Are we allowed to assume ownership of other companies in this one? No. I was thinking, can I cheese it by abandoning our own company and taking over, say, this one? But not allowed. No cheesing. Water, sanding, restaurant. We're slightly too poor for the hotel, so we'll go without the restaurant to have the hotel. Made almost as much money as our opponent. Look at how little a distance he's moving. Speed up. Enemy has expanded. Restaurant. We absolutely need a roundhouse. And we can afford the post office. One of the passengers died while we were waiting to get there. Yuck. I want to expand to here for the passenger. Well, sorry, for the troops. The end-to-end troops. Mazar-e-Sharif offers 400 mil if you will connect to it. Well, I really wish I'd started over here now. This one still needs restaurant, post office. $11% loan. 11% loan take. This will need water. This end needs a maintenance bay. But we also need our new train. Move troops back and forth. That is your new job. Yeah, maybe the knowledge that we have to build connected means I'd need to start up this side. Just because it has more immediate connection potential. If I'm forced to redo it, we might do it that way. The Atlantic starts to exist. This end needed its maintenance bay. But otherwise we're done. How long do troops last? Then you shouldn't have expired before I picked up this one. Because it produces one a year and it lasts more than a year. Yeah, that was bugged out a bit. This guy's more important than you. half as much revenue as our opponent. Continue to buy in ourselves and assume that we're going to do better in the future. Enemy has expanded again. Interesting. Passengers to take back. Well then. Have a saloon and a post office. Alright, and then where do we go? Probably down here. Doesn't even have 4 people. Here, cross to this, and then connect these two. Afghanistan opens to foreign railways. Competition will aid development. But I liked my monopoly. Woo. Let's double this bit of track now, so these guys don't run over the top of each other. I'm the only one who liked my monopoly. Maybe. No, just go. Well, yeah, you can afford to wait. Now, these should be allowed to be equal priority now. It shouldn't matter what their priority is, because they shouldn't be running over the top of each other. Train upgrades? What do you mean, Hailstorm? You can't, like, come in here and buy an upgrade. Most you can do is replace them with a better one. But honestly, these are already pretty good. This one is modestly faster. 10% faster, but it costs twice as much to run. Not worth. What we do have is enough money to think about our expansion. Crappy bridges. Normally I avoid crappy bridges like the plague, but we are too poor to afford good bridges. Yeah, don't stress, Hailstorm. Can we use those cows? Yes, we could use those cows over here. And we have to zigzag anyway to reach this one. That's pretty good. Sure. Loan. Second loan. Pay off bad loan. I might as well optimize on distance pricing. We will have to build a big station if we want to capture everything here. So be it. Actually, I should have done it like that. Yeah, that is kind of a critical error. It's enough of a critical error that I'm willing to go back to the autosave at the start of the year. We'll fix that. And now it built the zigzag in the wrong place. Game! It's my fault. I didn't micro it properly. I just assumed that it would build the zigzag in the same place I did it the first time. Yes, like that. Well, why are you doing it this time? Monster. Okay. Yes. Except we're too poor. So we needed to go loan, pay back bad loan, build this, build this. Water, post office saloon, sand. Water, post office saloon, sand. I can't afford the bigger things. Now, in theory, we could also make cement. Our cities don't actually demand cement, though. Well, this one sort of demands cement. Fine, I'll start saving up some cement. Now, Mogul versus Atlantic. How heavy are passenger cars at the moment? Probably 25k? 30 tons, not 25. Okay. Yeah, it's modestly quicker on the flats, but it's not worth double the cost. So we grab a Mogul. And your job is express here. And if I could afford one more Mogul, which I can if I issue some stock, then we could also start the Great Gravel saving. And then we build an arm that connects to these two. so that we can do cow to food to both sides, and sheep to goods to both sides. Guess you're going to transform those into cement and take them up to Kandahar. Oh, our enemy is making 4 times as much money. I want to build there. You're going to need water. I'm the box art. I am Railroad Tycoon 2. G'day, kitty. There is nothing more Railroad Tycoon 2 than me. Not even the true box art. I am the top streamer, and Kaladin is the number 2 streamer. The Arse End of Nowhere Express. We grab another mogul, we turn it into food and deliver it there. And then you do the same, but you return the food to here. Return to your starting point. Go. Then we need to add in the goods one. And actually I should add in one here. So that on the way back they can grab grain to help enhance the cow production rate. Not fair. Look at all the population they start with. It's not fair. 1, 1, 1. Oh my god, it expired while we were going to collect it. No. Turn around and try again. Pick up the passenger. Yes, the passenger expired while we were waiting to collect it, or on the way to collect it. Now there's a new one. Okay, this dings. Go. And we can actually afford some more things. Like this. Which is also going to become a standing water. You have to change your structure. Or do you? I could have a separate one doing the grain. Ooh. No, I think we build a little extension there. And we do 2 sets of grain. But I need more money. So, hello, another loan. Grab another mogul. You grab 2, deliver it here. Some of that may become alcohol, we'll see. That means the track to here needs doubling absolutely. Ideally, all of that as well, but we're far too poor. I guess we will take another loan. Then we wanted to make this little extension. One more. Not liking this number of loans. You'll probably need your own water. Okay. Now we can have one more mogul going sheep to sheep processing to delivered goods, sheep to sheep processing to come back. I'm sure one more loan will fix the problem. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And back to the start. Go. One more tile here needs doubling. There. Yeah, that seems about right. Now we could start thinking about giving you your restaurant and your restaurant. Ooh, hello. Oil processing has popped up. Didn't we have oil nearby? And that actually works well with that power plant. Woo! I mean, nearby, in air quotes, it's way out here. But we could add that. So oil to here, which would then become diesel, which we could drop off there. Yeah, that's probably the next thing that we add. Or do we add another passenger thing? This is a real city. is Deshu. Deshu is not a real city. This could be a real city. Just do everything with just more loans. If I bigified that, we could go here. But you're actually only 3 people, so that's not worth. You... But what would I connect Herat to then? One station. One station. Okay, but it has to be Herat, right? It's got the most population. No, I'll do the oil first. But time to make sure both ends of this have maintenance. Oh joy, we've almost reached a third of the income of our enemy. I mean, technically it's paid for itself, and after one more trip of doing that, we get the bonus for, cheaper mountain track making, so it's probably worth having done that. And it has made some alcohol as well as enhancing the cow and sheep production rate. Which is good, because it will give this guy more to haul back either side. You need to slow down. Else you're going to run up the backside of the other one. Okay, now you can speed up again. Okay, oil. $400K. 400K. Oh. That is going to need its own water. Issue some stock. A new mogul. Oil to here, go. By the time he gets there, we might be able to build this thing. Done. So that gets converted into diesel. It gets taken up to the power plant. And that is your loop. I hope that it can make... No, it's not going to be able to make... Well, it might make that distance without refilling on water. We'll see. And that means this section of track up to the power plant now needs to be doubled. You know what? There's excess of these things. We could make a nice bridge. Rip money. And then make a food delivery to these two. So cow, food here, cow, food there. Kind of feels like I need to expand this to be 3-6. You're going to briefly detour from doing that to take alcohol to the troops. Here, there. Kandahar is your next one. Then, here, there. The last place. And then here, there, back to where you started. Okay. And that means that the last little bit of this needs to be double-tracked. And the one that we just made you now also needs food, meat there. And food, meat, back to where you started. Yes. Speed up one. Grab the extra passengers. Please get there quickly. I don't want to have to build 2 of you. Well, that looks like we've just punched that up to 4 and 4 as the solution. Yeah. The big heavy grain train is taking a long time. We know. "100% passengers for you." Just 2 troops. This is kind of being busy enough that it deserves maybe even full telephone poles. Even that's barely suppressed the alcohol need. Actually also means we could double that track. Okay, we actually have kind of enough money to think about an expansion now. Coming up this way so that we can make the necessary steel to get our discounted track laying is very appealing. And that would turn, instead of here to here, they would both be going to Kabul. Okay, let's loan up and see if we can get that to happen. Those threes are a bit painful. Can we dig it one further over? Not really. That's what we get. Door. Roundhouse, hotel, Sanding Water. Celine Post Office Restaurant. And somewhere between here and there, I'm going to need sanding and water. Is there any wood? There is wood. And there is wood. So I might make it the logs thing. If only we could get all two of those. We could with a big one. We're too poor. One more loan. Standing water. This end has everything. This end has everything. You change. You are now Kandahar, Kabul. Instead of making us 300k, when it gets there, it's going to make us 1 million. And we need a Kalat Kabul. Actually, if you did that, you could come down to... We're going to allow this. You're going to go to Kandahar. From Kabul. And maybe we build in even extra one that does... Like, we can have 2 doing that one and 1 that does Kalat. Yeah, we can have 1 that does Kalat on top of that. Go. Now that also means I should probably connect there. And instead have you do Shaman Kabul. And if we have spare alcohol, which we do, we could make a take infinite alcohol to Kabul train. Which is you. Okay, are there more accessible cows? Accessible is a strong word for that. No, I think we have to get on the metal making. It's very haram to supply so much alcohol. I was thinking that this map maybe shouldn't have it. I was thinking that. What are you gonna do? Go. We've got enough to make a second one of those. It did say the industries aren't realistic. It did. In fairness to it, it said the industries aren't realistic. We made a third as much as our enemy. Yeah, he is making money. I can't complain. It's also not real. It's not real. These are not real trains happening in the world that I am controlling in the past. The very many alcohol trainers slowing down everyone behind him. Because alcohol is so heavy. Only too many loans could hurt us. They could hurt us. We need these to make their first delivery back and forth. And then we're going to add in trying to make steel. I think. We haven't even made a profit this year so far. But the first Kabul train is about to pull in. And fix that right. Yes, it's fixed it. We've technically made a profit. Oh, your cement. Okay. There's nothing for you to pick up, so just run back empty. They're annoyed that we didn't make as much money this year. Understandably. Oh! It exploded moments from the goal. Oh. You troop, go. Had like $1 million worth of stuff on it as well. Kandahar. Blowing up my train. Okay. Coal and iron need to get to here. Iron is there. Where is the nearest coal? There. I think we will connect to this side of the steel mill. Oh, but we're not allowed to build disconnected track. True. So I have to build some stupid track like this. Some 11 grade. Okay. There. This will accept the coal from here. Now this might actually be something that we could use either the camelback or the bobo for. Yeah, it's a camelback job, methinks. Look at that grade. Not the Shay. The Shay's gonna die out. And it actually costs more to run than the camelback. And it explodes more. Right? The camelback is better on flats, as good on grades. Slightly worse at extremely heavy grades. But half as much cost is a hard argument to beat. That's your job. This side needs sanding and water. Both sides are almost certainly going to need sanding. We need camels. Yes, we need camels. We're in the desert. Then we need to add in the iron. Now, what was the actual text about? Oh, what? Where's my thing about the steel and the... We only get it once? I was meant to memorize it? Well, that's a pain. At least we're not too far off the goal, right? Connect here to here. For the basic bronze. We might even get silver. We're halfway towards the silver in terms of company worth. But the gold... I don't see the gold happening. That's not a big deal, Super Cheese. I'm not that stressed. It would be nice, but we're close enough to the bronze that I think I'm pretty happy. Been what, 5 years? Something? Feels like it's been... No, there's no way that's 5 years. There's got to be more than that. Yeah, it's been 10 years. Excellent work. Afghanistan's cement industry is now good enough to produce all that we need. Your mountainous track laying costs are 30% lower. Okay. Now I need to add in iron. So... this iron... I think I do it like that. And then it goes down into the valley. We're going to need to build an overly large station for the sake of not having to climb over the mountain. Pretty bad, but not horrendous beyond belief. Oh, but we're too poor. Sure, wait for some more money. This one might even be out of the way by the time this would hit it. Perfect timing. Ooh. You had run out of water almost exactly as you got back to here. One. And we have enough money to do that next bit. So it was spin, spin. Here. Or do we go back one tile? No, the game really wants me to do it there, so there we do it. Spin, spin. There. This tile. 400k. Soon, TM. And then another 200 for the station. So we need 600k. I'm surprised a whole lot of people aren't backed up behind that alcohol train. We might dial it back to 2, but have 2 of them. Because he's causing problems. And yet the other locations definitely still want alcohol. Hell, maybe 3 of them. Yeah, I like 3 of them. Cities no longer eat raw coal and oil, that's fine. We were already processing it. Good enough. Come on. Climb the last little bit. You can do it. Okay. Alcohol to there, alcohol to there, alcohol to here. In groups of 2, because otherwise it's too heavy. Done. Speed up. Turn the corner. Start speeding up. There's only one thing behind you, it's not that bad. One. Come on, I need to be pulled back into profit for the year. 12. No, that seems like about the right ratio. Maybe one more mail. And if you have these, grab them. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And a troop. Stop. Add in the iron. Now, which stupid one was it again? That one. Or we could turn it into a straight. Yeah, why not? You definitely need sanding and water up here. There is 0 question. At least it's all downhill. I'm going to build that just so that it doesn't have to turn another corner. This might just have to do a U-turn in order to get to delivering this. More sand. I don't think we'll need more water there, though. And do I then have an extra station for picking up the steel, like there? Yeah, why not? So, the iron gets delivered to this station. No, sorry, the coal gets delivered to that station. The iron gets delivered to that station. The resulting steel gets output at this third station. Madness. Need a train for this. I can't really argue with the camelback. Which one do I want it to deliver to? Charika proper. Okay. You must construct additional stations. Yes. Station has arrived. Not enough station. That's the Overlord noise. Yeah, you seem to be ahead of the curve now. Drop it down to 2 and 2. Speed up 1. Total goods 8. How many total goods do we have to do? 100. That... I don't know if that's gonna happen. I would go so far as to say I doubt that that's gonna happen. But maybe... The downhill version of this is going well. Let's see how much trouble it has on the way up. It has a little bit of trouble up there. But it is very full. And what about once you're empty, friend? Suddenly we have steel. You broke down in a modestly inconvenient position. So we need a new camelback. Who's... We're too poor. Fair enough. We need to wait for another ding. If the grain could ding. Thank you. A new camelback. Whose job is to grab steel from there. Actually, I need to find out what they're all named. So I want from Charikar Place to Kautiarashrao. There, Charikar Place. I want you to take it up to there. That is all you do with your life. It is not going to be a fun life for you, friend. It's even conceivably possible that it runs out of sand on the way there. But we'll see. go. Yeah, it's handing the uphill not too badly. What about this bit of uphill? Yeah, it's even handling that bit of uphill not too badly. I mean, it's not fast, but 12 isn't horrendously slow either. If I drop this to 3, we could maybe have 2 of them. This guy is having trouble. 6. And it's only going to get worse, although it will get slightly better because of not being on a turn, but it's going to get worse because of grade. Indeed, he did run out of sand on the way up. If we have the money, we should probably buy the steel mill. That said, we don't have the money. Who? Hail, imaginary exponent. G'day, g'day, g'day. Speed up. Actually, you know what? You can do 4 at a time. That's probably how quick they're produced. And they shouldn't run over each other too much, even though that's not double-tracked. This is staying ahead of its grain. You like 3 more than this one? There are some things that 3 does better. 3 does gentle curves really well, and modeling how curve sharpness modifies train speed. And it has a better passenger and mail routing and supply-demand sort of system. As well as the source and sink system is somewhat better than this pure distance pricing model. But I do not like the way that industries work in 3. I also think 3 just doesn't look all that good for being 3D. I think it's kind of crappy 3D. I remember being disappointed in how it looked. And industries are far too strong in that game, as is the ability to just sort of spawn whatever industry you want wherever you want. There is one map I remember... I dislike industries in it rant. There's one map where the goal is to make industry profits, and it's possible to win that campaign map without building a train. And that was the final nail in it for me in terms of the balance between trains and businesses in the game is wrong. If you can win a train game map without building any trains... something is wrong. Okay. 800. I should wait until our steel thing triggers properly. Yeah, here we go. Congratulations. Because of your robust steel industry, your track lane costs are reduced by a quarter. I was going to say, we should wait until that triggers before I connect across to Herat. And we definitely need more goods. Like, a lot more goods. Oh, yeah. Yes! No, the 90-degree turns in this are very silly. I am happy to agree that the 90-degree turns in this are very silly. Banding roundhouse check. An extra house has spawned here, so I'm happy to turn this into a real thing now. And that actually means that Grain Man can now change his sequence. We can delete that entirely. Connect that. Okay. Why did I do this? Because now this demands goods. And so we can connect goods production to here as well. Need slightly more money. There we go. So that's going to be 2 more goods a year. I need a train. Local. So, 2 cotton, turn it into goods, deliver it there. And that is your loop forever. Then we need to add in this sheep. Welcome. Even more sheep. Goods to the good place. I guess to Kandahar makes the most sense. Because that makes for a pretty closed loop. Like that. And that means this now needs double tracking. Done. Turning around and uphill is a bit of a pain. Sucks to be that camelback. I might dial this one back to doing 2 at a time and have 2 of them, so they're quicker. So that's too heavy for him. Except we don't need you to deliver to Kandahar anymore. So that one can die. And now we want 2 of you. Same with you. You're decreasing to 2, as is the other one. Good. I think we save up money and connect to Herat like we're supposed to. Well, we could add in the logs as well. Not very far away. Let's go with... I was going to say one more loan, but no. We'll wait. Beat up one. The heck? Oh, I see. I mean, that's not the worst. I was wondering why it's going here instead of there, but it is strictly staying more on the left for it to go that way, so it's obeying its stay as close to the left as I can rule. Maybe just 2. You know what? My solution is just make this into a bigger station. Once we have the cash on hand, fair enough. Ta-da, you can now do logs. So we grab... The prairies are probably the new moguls. They're slightly stronger. They cost slightly more, but they are somewhat more reliable. And you grab logs up to the log thing. Sometimes deliver it to Kabul. Logs to the log thing back to here. Logs to the log thing to the next city. And this is where you're actually going to start your cycle. Then logs to the log thing to this city, and logs to the log thing to that city. And then we'll have 2 of them. So in total we're delivering logs to Kabul, Kandahar, Lascar, Delaram, and Zaraj. Go. This location now needs sanding and a roundhouse, once we can afford it. Looks good. Sanding and a roundhouse. You could even have a small restaurant. You might as well have a maintenance house as well if we're that rich now. And can any of the real big places that we're delivering need a hotel? No. You could have one. And then this end needs one. Oof. You like A-Train 9? We've played A-Train 1, Lord Seru, and I didn't understand it at all. Shadow Slicer had us playing A-Train 1, and it had 0 tutorial. We had no idea what was going on. But it was pretty. It had lots of little trains zooming around. Oh, you just want to use it like a digital train set? Yeah, that's valid as well. You want to enjoy it as a digital train set, enjoy it as a digital train set. I was trying to understand how it worked. How does money get made? The logs need their passports checked, because they're coming from overseas, over the border. We wouldn't want any illegal immigrant logs. If I ever try A Train 9, you could explain how it works. And an infinite money cheat called the stock market. The stock market doesn't generate money for the company, though, Lord Seru. Mostly. It's mostly just a personal money thing. You can a little bit... Once or twice you could tank your personal wealth to help raise a little bit extra money for the company via issuing stock while you'd artificially inflated the stock price. But then you're personally going to have no money, and you're not going to be able to do that again. So you can maybe get away with that trick once or twice. Otherwise, the stock market is only for gaming the personal wealth thing, the personal wealth system. It doesn't really influence your train company. In that game it does. Okay, 3 big ones are about to come in. Then we'll see if we can connect across to Herat. Ding. Ding. And... Ding. Just the troops. Let's have a look. How much is a connection to here going to cost? And how lumpy is it? Surely we can do better than that. That seems a lot better for lumpiness. Well, we need an extra zigzag. I am not happy with that. What if we move you one further square up? Yes, that works. Much nicer. Herat exists. Rip money. We need another water and sanding between here and here. So probably there. We will fund this with a single loan. And then start the great end-to-end Kabul-Herat connection. What do we have to move between them? We have to move 8 loads. That should be pretty doable. Yes, and the same the other end. Hell, why not have one of each? Go. I wouldn't be surprised if these were worth 1.5 million each. Look at revenue! We almost meet Lahore this year. Our profit isn't as good, but our revenue is almost as good. That's disgusting! He has 10 times more wealth than us. Ooh. Okay. Let's see how much these are worth. And indicate that they are the most important thing ever. Yes, because he got to start in a better country. Yep, 1.5 million. Pretty much on the dot. Okay. Then what do we need? We need even more goods. So I either need a steel into goods thing, which there is. There is one of them. Actually, there's one over this end as well. So we could yoink the steel all the way out. Or, what about more cotton? Accessing that cotton is probably the easiest thing to do. Wool. Actually, even easier would be shoving a great big station here. Ta-da! Grab some prairies. Yeah, that seems fine. I'd like one more that does that, please. I'm willing to take 2 more loans. And then double this track. And then add in food to here, maybe? No. That's probably good as is. Maybe one more of those. Yeah. Because it's going to take them long enough to do a cycle that one more... Hell, even 2 more is sensible. And that might mean we actually meet the goods target. Speed up. When they're about at Kandahar, we want to maybe make another pair of end-to-end things. And maybe if we should check out our number of goods hauled at the middle of this year was 26. How much by the middle of next year? Murderous zealots captured. Surprised it hasn't spawned more. Yeah, maybe we don't need a second set of them. And one is enough. Because he's already, like, almost halfway there and there's not another delivery set to make. So sure. Three more months and we should check how much our numbers of goods delivered went up by. We were at 26 last year. Okay, let's have a look. 30. So 4 a year doesn't sound like anywhere near enough. Artificially boost that stock price. Speed up. Buy back some more cheap stock. Keep my own purchasing power positive. Oh, we'll buy you, why not? Ding, ding, ding. The first full end-to-end is nearly done. And 26 has gone to 40. Let's just compute what it could be. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 a year is what we could... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, actually. 12 a year is what we could reasonably expect it to be. Oof, I'm so glad it didn't rob one of our super valuable ones. You use as a desktop, you watch people wait for trains as your... That's a bit creepy. That's a bit creepy. You watch the trains, not the people? Okay, how are we doing for our goals? Did we successfully count as connecting 8 loads between them? Yes. Company book value, 16 mil. 15 mil, we just need 100 goods. Okay, I was imagining like the CCTV of train station for people, which is quite different. 44. No. And how long do we have? Seven more years. Seven years at... As long as we were getting 10 a year, we're safe for silver. There's no way we get gold. Surely. Yeah, there's no way we get gold. I can't have a company net... I could get the company worth to that, but there's no way I get my personal worth to 35 million. That is an insane goal. So we're gunning for silver. Share price is about where it should be. I don't need to worry about personally going bankrupt. I should memorize what this is at now. 50. And at the start of the next year. Cough, cough, cough. Just go. Mm-hmm. 62. And at the start of next year, we could add in a bit more. So we will consider adding in here. Issue a loon, even though it's kind of bad. Because this is going to help us get silver. And then we're going to have prairie to here to you. Oh, prairie to... Where is the demand for goods the greatest? 3, 3, 5. Prairie to goods to there. Two of those. Go. So that's in theory 4 more goods per year. This does not look like Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's a Tuesday, Mount Bizzle. There are no trains in Might and Magic. It can't be Choo Choo Tuesday in Might and Magic. Yeah, I'm not leveraging myself more than that. Could definitely have another one of the new things. Go. Have a third one. Even more goods per year. You are no longer high priority. Oh, no, you are. Sorry, I thought you were the one going down this way. My bad, I should have left you alone. I apologize. You remember learning about railroad laborers in history? We did not really learn about railroad laborers in history. History for us was some British Empire history, some Australian history, and that's about it. We didn't really do all that much history in school. Oh, and some like medieval period knights and castles stuff because kids like that. Knights and castles. This is getting very busy here. You have no idea what it means to be busy here? You had 8 years of history in school? No. We did history in maybe 3. Maybe 3. And one of those was an elective for me. It was the Knights and Castles thing. Because that sounded better than doing something like sport or... What other electives were there? There was like 2 different sport ones. There was castles and history. I think there was woodworking that I didn't do. But there was a different woodworking that I did do. Ooh. The economy crashes, you say? Well, let's buy back some stock. There, we're technically solvent again. Buy back more stock. I'm even more solvent. No, Mabius. I was saying the other things that you could do as electives other than the one history one that was Knights and Castles. Morning, Real Decoy. It wasn't like a history of woodworking. $78. So we need 22 more in like 2 years. Also, I'm about to lose all my personal money. Goodbye, personal money. We'll miss you. History of woodworking, history of steel. And macroeconomics. Yeah, I did do macroeconomics as an elective. There was one day where I specifically didn't do my homework. I was like one of the absolute best students in terms of always doing everything and teacher's pet sort of thing. And there was one day where I didn't do my homework and the teacher was walking around checking everyone's homework. And a friend sitting next to me got really told off for not doing it. And he's kind of like family friends with the teacher. And the teacher asked me, did I do it? And I said, yeah, of course. And he just didn't even bother to check my book or anything. And he just moved on. And then my friend was, did you actually? And I was like, oh no, I forgot. And my friend was just livid. Absolutely livid. Oh, Sam was not impressed. Sam was very angry that day. We are losing money, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is whether we deliver 14 more goods. Oh, come on! No. We were 4 short of silver. If I'd have gone back a year and, like, microed speeding those up, that would have worked. Close enough to silver. That's a nice hard map. I would be extremely interested to see anyone play that map and get gold. Because I do not see that being obviously possible to get gold on that map. That would be a thing to see. In any case, well done. A nice challenging map designer. Good work. As for me, it is blobber dinner time. So, is there anyone up and around that I can get behind what they're doing? No, no one that I know. You're all going to have to make your own ways in the world, I'm sorry. So, cheers all. Thank you for watching. I hope you have had a lovely time with Choo Choo Tuesday. Tomorrow, we are doing a point-and-click spook'emsy thing for... Seeing as there's not much of Spooktober left. The Wolf of Dnep River, which is like a choose-your-own-adventure, semi-horror, semi-spook'ems monster story about a wolf in Russia. And then beyond that, well, we'll have to decide what I do. But for now, peace all. Have a great day.